The story continues, where their assistant recalls what happened before. Compared to that day, it's been quite peacefully lately. But being this peaceful and silence, it's a bit creepy. He noticed Selena didn't eat much, even though it's inconvenience for both of them. Why do they still eat together every week? That's because both of them are the owner of Serenity. That place is a family business, along with the Serenity Hotel and the Serenity Clan. They are protecting the Serenity in their own way, though they both hate and resent it. But to absolutely protect the name Serenity, at least they still have to communicate. The two of them there are their own reason to protect the Serenity. So they had to put up with this the whole time. For Serenity by Serenity, that was the tactic rule of these two masters. He decided to talk their business on Sunday. There are some documents that need her signature, so he told her to come to his office by afternoon. Did he told me to sign? Normally he would use the family seal or sign them himself. She asked if what's the meaning of signing the papers. It must be important article if he wants me to sign. I know you're talented and good at handling things, but don't decide everything alone like that, she said. He called her assistant. Your master doesn't seem to understand the sentence I previously said, so I'll say it again to you, because your master has important business to take care of. So 1 hour you must bring her to the office. Yes, Mr. Iser, and he leaves the room. At his office, he handed over the paper. The case Iser asked for her signature when he already has the family seal. Usually the alteration of things related to the long tradition of the Serenity family. She didn't want to go, but this time she wanted to know what he was up to. So she came over. You say starting at the end of this year, you will end all support and benefits for 8 families of honorary trustees of Serenity Hotel, she said. What do these words mean? In her mind, the pen is in the front. He said, have you lost your mind? 8 honorary members who helped Grandma a lot since the establishment of this hotel, she said. Do you know how much Grandma and Mom care about this? And now you're deciding this on your own, Selena's in mind. Thanks to them for investment and consulting money, the hotel can be developed to this extent. So every year on the hotel's anniversary, I send thank you gifts to those families. That is the custom of our Serenity. The purpose wants to ensure that they will fully receive their benefits, she said. I know, he said. You knew and still told me to sign this. You control everything yourself, so now you think this tradition is funny, she asked. Just like how you inherited the hotel. Then it must be clear like this, whose rights must have belonged to their descendants. Will the next generation still be interested in the operation and development of your hotel? You don't even care how they use the privilege you gave. There wasn't even clear equity agreement on the investment, and you just keep using that tradition as an excuse to give alms to that goodwill. It just shows the enormous amount of money you've spent to run the hotel, he added. My ultimate purpose is to convey the generosity of Serenity, not forgetting the people who helped me, and how their descendants use it is up to them. Thanks to that custom, the 8 families and I have been maintaining a solid relationship, she said. Not so sure. Do they think the same as you? He asked. Again, it's that look again, which she hated that much. She threw the paper on the floor. Who dare you open your mouth and tell me to end this solid relationship just because of this piece of paper? You think I would sign it? His secretary and her maid was worried of what is happening in the inside. If they fight again, the meal ended in peace, nothing will go wrong, she'll go out soon, Sui said. It's been a while the two of them met. He wondered if they arguing. Pick it up, sign it, and get out, he said. Who are you to order me? This is the office where my grandmother and mother used to work in. Seeing him sitting on the chair her mom used to sit and using that table, it makes her trembled. You're the one who has to get the hell out of my house, she said. He stood up and approached her. Sometimes you forget a few things. I'm not the one who will respond to every of your provocation. Selena, I need your signature to get my job done. You just need to accept it. Therefore, stop messing and sign it. The room turned to silence. She was mad and picked up the paper on the floor. What should I do? With a smile on her face and torn the paper apart. Signing it doesn't mean anything anymore. What do you think? The pieces of paper was all over the floor. His secretary interrupted. He asked Raul if there's something wrong. Raul said he have a visitor. which he said he don't have an appointment with anyone today and told him whoever that is, tell them to go. He came closer to hear. Because I haven't finished talking yet, he said. But that person is Mrs. Hansa Serenity. Lanza is Selina's grandmother. She went in. She felt the weather so annoying. Would she hears it? Grandma, the weather is so bad today. What brought you here? You've got back from a long business trip, so I want to visit and see how you're doing. I also have something to give you, she said. She must very tired. Is it because of Selina? If she stayed in the manor longer, Selina would notice. It'll only make situation more inconvenient. Eyes are in mind. She was expecting the hot-headed which she prefers Selina to greet her, but she was disappointed. He escorted her in. That man will entice you, Grandma, Selina said. That man just gave me an unexpectedly absurd set of documents. He even forced me to sign, didn't you? Generally, he'll cut off the benefits of the 8 families and abolish the custom that Grandma and Mom have always cared about, she said. You have committed a serious crime, dare to interfere in the affairs of 8 families. Selina's in mind. You probably cared too much about the loss caused by the tradition and not able to think ahead, she added. Grandma is very sensitive to this issue. Although she's no longer handle our family business, she won't let him get away easily. Things are already on the verge, but still let him manage Serenity. Is that a right decision? She asked. She asked him if she's telling the truth, which he answered, yes. Selina was expecting her to be enraged after hearing those words. The 8 families has always been a mess. My head hurts because I don't know where to start to handle it. Seems like you're already taking care of it. Good job that has to come to an end sooner or later, she said, which makes her shocked. She wasn't expecting that. She felt tired, so she asked him to have a sit. Did she said he did good job? How can that be? It's not anyone else but Grandma. How can Grandma say something like that? She remembered when she was a little. She called her little butterfly and taught her in every anniversary they will have their family and friends come over as a big family. She perhaps confused. She's been like this ever since she forced me to marry that man and give him the property and the hotel. The best Lanza Serenity in the world must have gone crazy. She was upset. If you like this video and wants me to continue, comment the word Selina